Democratic Congressman Pat Ryan of New York. He won a special election, you'll remember, last August in a swing district in New York's Hudson Valley by highlighting his support for abortion rights, and then won in New York's 18th district in the midterms last November. Congressman Ryan recently introduced a bill to protect access to the abortion drug. Congressman, thanks so much for being with us again today. As I said, abortion was front and center in both of your races last year. You won both times. What do you see as the danger here, and what's the prospect for the legislation you've put forth to protect this kind of abortion access?
We have to be clear what's at stake, Willie, and thank you for having me back on, guys. This is an all-out and decades-long assault on a core American freedom, reproductive freedom, something I risked my life 27 months in combat to protect. So this is a moment, once again, just like after the Dobbs decision, we need all Americans across the country to stand up and fight proactively to protect this freedom, just like all the other freedoms that we've all secured over our country's history. So our legislation is critical because it asserts and reasserts that the FDA has this approval authority. And by the way, this has been approved for over 20 years and used safely across the country. So it's infuriating to me, and I know so many of my constituents and people across the country that we have to fight on this, but it's clear the Republicans of far right are hell-bent on a national abortion ban, and this is just another attempt to do that.
Congressman Ryan, it's Jen Psaki. How are you? I wanted to ask you just about your conversations. I know you just introduced this, but Congresswoman Nancy Mace seems to open the door to be supportive of something like this, maybe. Are there other conversations you're having behind the scenes with Republicans who might be open to this? Do they feel like they might be able to support this, even if they're not able to support codifying Roe, for example?
I'm an optimist. I think that all representatives and all Americans see this as an issue of freedom. I mean, this is about one of the most core freedoms that Americans have. And I have been encouraged so far. I've been talking to a lot of Democrats have already rallied behind the bill, but I have been talking to Republican colleagues. This is an opportunity to say this is a safe FDA-approved medication. It's been used for over 2 decades. And this would be I think, minimum to show some recognition that the American people want and expect this right. We saw this in Kansas. We saw it in my special election, as you mentioned. We saw it in Wisconsin last week. Stand with the American people. Stand with freedom. That's what I believe patriots of all parties have to do at this moment.
All right. We want to ask you about gun safety, especially in light of yesterday's mass shooting in Louisville, Kentucky. Police there, by the way, say a bank employee armed with a rifle opened fire on his co-workers yesterday morning, killing at least 5 of them. The victims, Tommy Elliott, Jim Tutt, Joshua Barrick, Juliana Farmer, and Deanna Eckert, who died. Deanna died last night at the hospital. Several others were injured, including a rookie police officer who was shot in the head.
Officer Nicholas Wilt, 26 years of age, just graduated from the police academy on March 31st. I just swore him in, and his family was there to witness his journey to become a police officer.
Louisville police say the first wave of officers were on the scene just 3 minutes after the first 911 call. The shooter, a 25-year-old man, was live streaming the attack. He was killed during a shootout with officers in downtown Louisville. The tragedy hit close to home for both the mayor of Louisville and the governor of the state.
Let's be clear about what this was. This was an evil act of targeted violence. I'm a survivor of a workplace shooting. To the people who survived, whether you were physically hurt or not, I know that you're hurting too. We are here for you as well. To the survivors and the families, our entire city is here to wrap our arms around you.
Today, I'm hurt, and I'm hurting. And I know so many people out there are as well. We lost 4 children of God today. one of whom was one of my closest friends. Tommy Elliott helped me build my law career, helped me become governor, gave me advice on being a good dad. He's one of the people I talk to most in the world, and very rarely were we talking about my job. He was an incredible friend. We also lost Juliana Farmer, Jim Tutt, Josh Barrick, each amazing people whose families grieve them, whose community will mourn and will miss them. These are irreplaceable, amazing individuals that a terrible act of violence tore from all of us.
Governor Beshear made those comments yesterday before the fifth victim had died of her injuries. Yesterday's shooting came on the 100th day of the year, and so far there have been 146 mass shootings, 14 mass murders, according to the Gun Violence Archive. It classifies a mass shooting or murder as 4 or more victims, not including the shooter. So, Congressman, just any sense on how to break the mindset of those who are against common sense gun legislation, or is this just going to keep happening? And this is something that we Americans have to accept.
We can't accept it. It breaks my heart. This feels like combat. It feels like war and combat in our streets. And this is not who we are as a country. We cannot accept this. And it's another issue connected. We're seeing rights and freedoms taken away, yet at the same time, people are allowed to carry the same weapons I carried in combat and go gun down 9-year-old kids. And I say that as a dad, and gun down law-abiding citizens. You say you're for public safety? Then let's pass legislation that would actually make our communities safe. Let's pass an assault weapons ban. Let's pass universal background checks. Let's show some leadership and show who we are as a country. Yeah. And that's what I'm calling on all my colleagues to do. And I specifically, we have to have a vote on the House floor. I call on the Speaker and all of his fellow Republicans to say, show the American people where you stand on this issue.
A lot of Republicans think some of these common sense gun control legislation wouldn't work. But I guess my question is, why not try? Just try. Democratic Congressman Pat Ryan of New York, thank you very much.